Okay, we should be live now. Hi, everybody. If you're new here, I'm assuming you're not, but if you are, hi, my name's Katie, and I have a special guest today. If you want to introduce yourself and your channel and your books.
Yeah, so I'm not as prominent on YouTube right now. I'm very sporadic when I come to uploading videos, but I am an indie author as well. I write under the pen name Elle Mae, but my name is Alyssa, and I mostly write paranormal romance. Yeah.
All her links are down below too in the description if you want to check out her books and her Instagram and all that kind of stuff. So, hello, everybody. Welcome. Glad you could make it. I'd love to hear about what you're working on tonight. Hello. Welcome. I took the last week off, so I haven't written anything in a while. So I'm hoping tonight will help me get
I
back
need
into
to get the
it.
words in too. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you guys doing NaNoWriMo? Or are you just working on a project? I started off doing Nano and now it just kind of feels like we're just doing whatever. Hey, Nelly. Hello. Welcome. A mystery thriller. That sounds fun. I love reading thrillers, but I don't think I'd be any good at writing them.
Same.
I don't think I could do it.
No. There's a lot of thought that goes into that.
Yeah. And I feel like so many things have been done before. It'd be so hard to come up with a truly original plot twist.
Right.
Finish math homework and I'm going to write. Hello. Not working on my Nano project today instead of adding a new scene to a contemporary romance. Fun. Advanced fiction course, working on first draft of a novel. That's awesome. I didn't get to write novels or anything in my creative writing classes. That was not what we did.
I never went to a creative writing class. I wish I did when I was in college, but I went to college for communication, so I guess it kind of counts, but I never got to write long works of fiction or short story or anything.
Yeah. I think most of my classes were poetry and short stories and stuff. It's just kind of hard to write a novel in a class setting.
Yeah.
Especially if you're reading your peers' work to give them feedback. You can't read a novel for everybody.
Right.
Hello. Maybe I'm with you, so I'm a little behind. That's a very valid excuse, though. I think you're doing all right.
Yeah. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're taking care of yourself.
Yeah. Hope you're getting some sleep. Editing and maybe switch to my Nano project. I have a 10K day today, and I want to get a head start, hoping for a 2K in my YA dystopian sci-fi finale before I head to bed. It's 2 a.m. for you. Good luck with your 10K day. That's exciting. Have you ever done a 10K day? Well, you write your books one a month,
Yeah.
so it's probably every day for you.
I have to do 10K days too because I still work a 9 to 5. So the most time that I have is on the weekend. So if I'm not doing 10K days, I kind of miss out on a majority of the time that I need to write.
Yeah, definitely makes sense. That's even more impressive that you're knocking out a book a month and you have a full-time job. Do you sleep? What do you do?
I try to. Maybe 2 a.m. Anne here.
2 a.m. writing. Hello. Doing Nano and Alice in Wonderland retelling. 42K. I want to get as much done as possible. Thanks for joining us. That sounds super fun. I love Alice in Wonderland. I say thriller. I may be wrong on titling it that.
That's okay.
Genres.
Genres, it's okay.
It could be anything. Contemporary romance. I'm getting to the resolution happily ever after. Fingers crossed I can finish by the end of Nano. That's exciting. Good luck.
Endings are hard, so good luck.
Endings are hard for me too. Running an LGBT retelling of Beauty and the Beast. Still 15,000 words left, but I feel hopeful I can succeed since I fell behind. You still got several days left. Several meaning 3, but you could do it for sure.
Yeah.
Hello. Working 9 to 5, I just get weekends.
Sometimes I don't always get 10K. I try to if I got 10K at least one days of the weekend, I count it as a success. But yeah, I get it. Working 9 to 5, it's hard and it gets tiring.
Cat from Jersey. Welcome. Do you guys have a preference with how long you want to sprint for? How long do you usually like to do your sprints?
I'm cool for whatever. Usually I do it a little shorter though, not too short, but like 20-ish minutes to 25 minutes is usually my sweet spot.
Okay, same. So perfect. Same page. Let me pull up the. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Are you guys feeling like a little bit of a shorter one for a warm up? That's what I usually do. 20 minutes. I'll give it a few more minutes for people to trickle in.
Yeah.
Like the warm up sprints. Cool. Well, I'm glad you could join us. 15, 20, 25. Okay, cool. We're all on the same page. If you hear noises, my cat is like right behind me cleaning herself, and it's all I can hear. Hopefully, it's not that loud.
I can't hear it on my end, so I think
Okay,
you're
good.
fine.
Cool. Okay, we'll go with a 20-minute one first. Warm up. Warning, if you've never been to my sprints before, when this timer goes off, it's loud and it like howls like a wolf and it tends to scare people. So maybe turn down your volume or mute us. But yeah, do you want to just jump straight into the first sprint? Cool.
I'm cool with anything.
20 minutes. Good luck with whatever you're working on, and we'll talk to you guys then. How'd it go?
For me, let me see what I did. I actually wrote more than I thought I was gonna write during that time because I've had trouble with this book because I moved from like editing a contemporary to going back to paranormal, so I just like wasn't in the headspace for it. I got 541 for this one.
Nice.
Yeah.
I also thought this sprint was going to be rough. I've been stuck in this chapter for like over a week because I haven't written anything, but I got like 650.
Dang.
Surprising. It's
Wow.
mostly dialogue.
Dialogue's
So,
good for work. I like that.
which
That's
book are
good
you
though. That's
writing?
great. Hmm?
Which book are you working on?
So I'm working on the fourth book in my series. It's the Winterfell Academy series, and I'm literally just stuck in the beginning. It's literally like the second chapter that I have to write, and I even like outlined it right before I went on here, so I wouldn't like waste any time and knew what I was gonna write. But the beginning is for this one is pretty hard because like we went over so much in like 3 books already that it's just kind of hard to like get into the meat of this.
I definitely feel that. I'm writing the third book in my series, and the beginning was so hard for me, and I've never struggled with beginnings before. And I was like, what is
Same.
this?
Same. Usually for me, beginnings are like super fast. Like I'll write like 3 chapters out of nowhere, and then usually it's like the middle or maybe the end. Usually the end gets me, but I don't know.
Same. I've been co-writing an urban fantasy series since August of 2020. I'm on that blog. That sounds so fun. Co-writing sounds so fun to me.
That sounds a lot of fun, actually.
I don't think I could do it. I feel like I'm too much of like a control freak, and I'd probably be very unpleasant to work with. But co-writing sounds like very fun. I hope you guys are having a good time.
You also have to plan a lot too. I have big events, so I'm like kind of like a planter. Like I have my outline and I know exactly what's gonna happen like in the chapters, but sometimes I like to like freehand like the dialogue and stuff. So definitely don't know how that would work with co-writing. I bet it wouldn't be fun.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I have like major things planned out, but I kind of figure out a lot of it as I go. So like that would be so frustrating for my co-writer. I'll be like, I don't know what's gonna happen next. I'll figure it out. Unless they like also were that kind of writer, we'd have to like mesh well that way, you know?
Yeah.
Working on my NaNoWriMo project behind as of today 18,000 words. I'm also probably about that behind, but that means you've still gotten like what 30K written for a new book, so that's amazing.
That's a really big accomplishment. Like writing 30K like that fast. Usually if you're not like normally doing that anyway, it's a really big feat. So you did
That's
well
a
either
good
way.
chunk of a book done. So there's Mackenzie. Thank you so much. That's so nice.
That's so cute.
Never done sprints before either. I'm usually at work during the others, so I'm excited to join. I'm glad we got so many newbies here. Welcome. I know I usually do these in the afternoon, so I see a lot of new faces in the chat this time. I know the afternoon ones, if you have a job, can't be there.
Yeah.
So it just made it the timer seemed to be sticking. Oh yeah, the timer, when I like minimize the internet browser and I go to Word, sometimes it just like freezes, but it's still tracking it. It just looks weird, I promise. Hello, glad you could join us. Aha, see? My regular snow. Hey Avery, how's it going? Glad you could join us this time. Yeah, I know the whole like time zone thing can be confusing. Apparently I'm in like an unpopular time zone.
Yeah, I'm in the Los Angeles time zone, so it's only 5:30 over here.
Oh yeah. So we're just an hour off from each other. That's not that bad.
Not much.
Sadly, all I can do is watch. I literally can't write. No ideas. I hope you find yourself inspired. I hope you get something good.
Listen to some music, maybe. Just like blast it every 20 minutes. See what happens.
Yeah, music definitely helps me.
Same.
Or yeah, I like this advice. Try some story prompts.
That's a good one.
Waiting for my YouTube reminder. I don't know what YouTube's deal is. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I'm sorry. You never know. Yeah. I tried to write, it just didn't work. However, I am reading to refuel my creative juices. Sometimes that's what you need to do, and you just need to take a break.
Yeah.
Sam Bourbon, how's it going? Forcing me to do my laundry. I should also do laundry.
I was just gonna say I need to also do laundry. Sunday thing.
Sunday. Never heard of story prompts. You can just Google it, and they'll give you like a first sentence to start with, or a conflict, or something like that, and just make it your own.
There's a really good account on Instagram that does like story prompts, and I don't know how often they post, but some of the ones are like really weird or really cool and get you in like the mood to write. And it could be something like so out there, but I found that if I ever do have like trouble writing, not only do I listen to music, but if you also try those story prompts, maybe just for like a couple hundred words, usually it'll just like get you in the mood to write.
And sometimes they're just like blocked, and you just need to get started. And once you get like a couple hundred words, it all feels different.
And you could always go back and re-edit.
True. Scene is hard. All I know is that the main character wants a relationship like the one her parents have. But that's it. I can't do anything else. You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Maybe start with the parent, like the description of the parents' relationship, and you can go from there.
I like that. 448, 556. Looks like this was a good sprint for everybody.
Yeah.
Like 100 words and move to a different scene, so another 240.
Nice.
I skip scenes all the time if they're giving me trouble, so I definitely recommend. Yeah, I'm just keeping things interesting. 207, 250-ish.
That's good.
Nice.
Whoa, 667.
Got some fast writers.
Yeah.
I write quickly with my rough drafts, but it's pretty rough, so it's not like anything impressive. Half of that will get cut later. It's like full of words like just and even and like all of the little things that you have to
Are you an overwriter or underwriter?
I'm an underwriter, but my sentences get cluttered with those words for sure.
Yeah. Same. I find like when I'm doing my own edits, I keep adding like a lot of details, and then I just was like, when I go back and read it, I'm like, what did I even try and write here? Like, there's no details to anything.
I hate description, so I always have to go back and add that in after the fact.
Place descriptions really suck for me. I hate place descriptions.
Well, as a reader, I don't like super descriptive books either. Like I kind of like skim through that kind of stuff. I find it boring. So as a writer, I have to like force myself to do it. That does sound good. Chinese food.
That does sound good.
Had some good epiphanies. We love it. 584, 6. You guys are writing so much for the first sprint. I'm impressed.
I'm also impressed. Jeez.
In school too. I have to write a book for my creative writing class too. I'm surprised that you guys have to like actually write books for class.
That's fun though.
That is fun. I'm jealous. Like I wish that was my assignment.
Same.
I could have chapter edited. Nice.
That's good.
Took me 5 minutes to even start, but once I started flowing. That's what the warm-up sprint is for.
Yeah.
This night, because I'm going to get my other book from my editor. Nice. That sounds fun. I like doing that too, having like multiple projects to jump back and forth between. So you're never just like sitting around waiting.
Yeah. That's usually when I write like my short stories or like novellas, is when I'm waiting in between like drafts. And I found that's like helped me, I don't know, just keep the momentum.
Right. Helps that we've known each other for 20 years and basically share the same brain cell.
Wow.
That's fun. That's like a good way for you guys to keep in touch too. Yeah. Love that. Perfect times. Good. We seem to have a lot of night owls. This is more popular than my afternoon ones, but I usually just get so tired. Like, we could do the sprints, but I'm going to be like a zombie during them and just like no fun.
I find I'm more productive in the morning for like admin stuff or like social media stuff, but I'm also a night owl, so I get what they're saying.
Yeah. Got a lot of people doing laundry now too. I feel like I'm a pantser, but at the same time, I feel like I know I'll end or want it to end. I'm 30,000 words in, feeling like I have no idea how I was going to get there.
Yeah, I feel that. Usually at that time, I, like, just stop and try and at least get, like, an event that I want, like, right before the ending that'll add, like, some tension and try and write towards that. Because I was a pantser when I first started, and it just with how much I wanted to write and how much I wanted to output, it just wasn't feasible for me anymore, but when I did do that, that's kinda what I did is I would stop and reevaluate what event I wanted to happen next.
It's a good plan. I also like this advice. I love Pinterest.
Mhm.
I don't use it for anything else. I just make like mood boards for my books. I don't even know how it works other than that, but it's
I
helpful.
also don't. I use it I don't even do, like, the mood boards, though, I tried to, and then I'm like, "Hmm, this is kinda, like, tedious for me," but I just never, like, was a Pinterest person, but I love seeing other people's mood boards.
I really started doing it because it was helpful to send to my cover designers so they could like get a
Oh,
feel for the book.
that's a good idea. I made something in, like, Canva, and I was like, "I like these pictures." I should probably do a Pinterest board too.
I love your covers though, so it's worked out for you.
Thank you.
Doing laundry. Got so many laundry people. This is funny. It's a great way. Yeah. I also find that when I'm like later in a project, if I've already gone through a couple of drafts, if I'm starting to like lose steam with the story, I'll like go back to my Pinterest board and it kind of like
Mhm,
reminds me of like the original idea that I had and it like gets
mhm.
me excited to work on it again.
That's a good idea, actually.
Trying to plan content, but I remain uninspired sadly. You mean like social media content?
Social media content's hard, to constantly plan. I have to, like, block off, like, I don't know, at least half a day once a month to do it.
Mine like motivation comes in waves. So I'll usually have like one day where I'll like film all of my TikToks because I'm like feeling it that day, and then I'll go like weeks without doing anything.
I feel that.
Yeah, if you guys missed the beginning talk, if you want to go follow all of her links, they're all down below in the description. Make sure you can follow her,
Please.
please. Yeah, easy to go into a rabbit hole with any kind of social media too. That's why I like can't be on TikTok when I'm writing.
Oh my gosh. Before this too, I got so into TikTok today, like, almost, like, a few hours, and I'm like, "I need to stop. I need to be productive."
I just completely lose track of time.
Same. If it wasn't for the, like, "Stop. You've been scrolling for a long time," I probably wouldn't get off.
Yeah, glad I'm not the only one who hates descriptions. Writing a romantic book for school. That's fun.
That is fun.
Oh, here's a story prompt if people need it.
I like that.
Like that.
Oh, and you're the first
Outline.
person.
Outlining's not for everyone, for sure.
It's really hard, and it takes almost as much time as just sitting down and, like, writing it.
Yeah, I agree. It's hard to jump between the two. It's hard for me to jump between like multiple areas of my work. So if I'm working on client stuff, I want to do that all day. If I'm working on YouTube stuff, I want to do that all day. Like I can't turn it on and off. I promise we're gonna get to the second sprint. I know we've been chatting for a while. I'm just trying to get through all of the comments.
No worries. I'm chilling.
Any thoughts on finding the right editor when I get to that point? Do you have any thoughts on that?
I mean, Katie's an editor, but when you get to that point, also, I find actually because a couple people asked me that, I would stay away from Fiverr. A lot of people go to Fiverr, and I've even gone to Fiverr like myself for some, and I was lucky to find like a really good, honest editor there. But sometimes you can get ripped off on there, so I would just be very careful with who you find on there, and if they have social media and they can also do kind of like a sample edit for you, you can pick which one fits your vibe most. But I would definitely do like that extra research because it'll pay off in the end. And the last thing that you want to do is have to go back and get it re-edited because they didn't work for you.
And it's expensive.
It's really expensive.
Yeah, I definitely recommend getting a sample edit. And if an editor tells you they don't do sample edits or they try to charge you for it, maybe not. If you can get someone that you know and trust to recommend an editor to you, that would be great. But also, if there's a book that you really like, that's an indie book mostly, that you thought was well edited, they'll usually list their editor in like the copyright page or the acknowledgments. So that can be a way to find editors too. Okay. We're almost in the comments, I think. Even those take a break. TikToks don't work on me a lot of the time. You just keep scrolling.
Yeah.
I don't outline. I just write notes about what I want to go on in the book or in the second book. I also do character bios. I'm kind of like in between. I kind of outline. I kind of don't. I feel like everyone just has to figure out what works for them. I have a hard time reading a lot when I'm in the middle of writing a book too.
Same. For some reason, it just doesn't mesh well. And then like when I'm reading, I just keep thinking about the own thing that I need to like write. And so I can't really get into it. And I feel like that's just a waste of my time. So I would rather just like finish the whole thing and then read when I have like a break.
I agree. I have a hard time like getting invested in another story when my brain is still like trying to figure out how to fix things on my own. It's just hard to turn it on and off. I would also agree with that. Make sure you know what kind of editing you're looking for. 20 or 25 minutes for the next one. I agree.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me. Okay, cool. I think we're to like the bottom. Awesome. Okay. Let's go for does 25 minutes work?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. It'll probably be my last sprint because unfortunately I can only stay for an hour, guys. But maybe next time I can stay for longer.
Yeah, no worries. So we'll do a 25-minute one. And yeah, good luck with whatever you're working on. Talk to you then.
That was a really good sprint for me. I got like 914 words.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I
How
got
much did you do?
like 845, so we're about the same.
Yeah, we're getting there. I think the warm-up sprint helped a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I got a little swept up and I keep having to like pause and do research on like these little things and it just keeps slowing me down.
I hate when that happens. Yeah. I'm not good at research. Like I should do it beforehand. I know I should do it beforehand, but I never do.
I don't do a lot beforehand either, and things just always jump up that I'm not expecting in the book, and I'm
Right.
like, I don't know what this looks like. I don't know how this works. Like,
Yeah. It happens, when you're doing like the planting and you just do everything like however you feel. So
you wind up somewhere you're
can't
not
help it.
expecting.
Yeah.
Finish my laundry, then write about 15 pages. What are you reading, Sam?
Nice.
Yeah, that did go by really fast.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I try to give you a warning. I know it scares people.
It is pretty loud though, even on my end.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I can't change the volume of it. I don't know why.
It's okay, it's good.
$6.95. It's just
It's good.
5:39, 7:17, 6:05. I finished the
Wow.
chapter. 9:30,
9:30. Wow.
6:82, 3:50-ish, 6:41. Pretty good.
Wow.
How many sprints are we doing? Well, I know you have to skip out.
Mhm.
So if you need to go, go whatever you need to go. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll probably still do at least one more,
Mhm.
maybe two more. I don't
Yeah.
know.
We can get through the comments and then I'll go. Not in a rush.
250. I've been having issues with this chapter, but finally finished it and got to another section. Nice.
Good. It's really satisfying when you can finally like get over the really hard part.
Put it behind you. Move on to something more fun, hopefully. 3:33, but my internet froze up. That's still really good.
Yeah, that's good.
6:42. Sorry. Every time. Call
Blood.
interesting. I've never heard of that.
Me neither. I'm gonna look it up.
But I love paranormal, so if you like it, Sam, let me know. It makes me laugh. Just keeping you guys awake, with your night writing sprints. Gotta stay up. 490. Still editing the same chapter. I was doing well. What book am I working on? I am working on the third Marionettes book. It's called Bloodless Ties, and it's killing me.
The cover's really pretty. I love the cover.
So I'm really happy with it. This book, it's definitely gonna be my longest book I've ever written, and I'm so intimidated by it. It's just like
It's gonna be great. I love it.
it's gonna be like 150,000 words. Like
Oh gosh.
it's a monster of a book.
I can't wait to see what the other books are gonna be like. Like it's just gonna get bigger and bigger.
They're gonna be massive. Like, and then I feel bad because of all of the like supply shortages with COVID. Things are more expensive,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna have to like keep increasing the prices on my books.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm gonna be like losing money on every sale, especially
Right.
when they get long and the printing cost is more.
Yeah, it already went up. I already had to like put some of my books up, but I use like Ingram for it, so they send out like notices, and I've been paying attention to that. I've been so worried. I hope it's not like it doesn't get too crazy because yeah, I feel bad when I price my book like really high.
I just had to update my Ingram stuff too because just like in certain countries and stuff, it's
Yeah,
just I
not
don't
all
want
of
to raise them. Like I want them to be accessible, but I also don't want to be losing money when I
right.
sell a book.
A livelihood here. We have to have our livelihood.
I'm forcing myself to write as much as possible so it works. So I'll put down after the stream, so I'll stay. Awesome. Sounds good. This is the first time I've worked on this in like a week, so I'm on a bit of a roll. It's going well, so I want to ride that as long as I can.
It's good.
Oh, that's the second book.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Thank you.
The first one must have been good if you went on to the second one.
Right.
How many words are your other books? In this series, the first one is like 71,000. Then the second one ended up being 97,000. Sometimes just getting longer. Bringing food went up too. Everything's expensive.
Yeah, it's really expensive to get food right now. Like it's crazy. Like things that used to be like, I don't know, like $10-ish are now like 20. It's crazy.
Mhm. And gas is crazy. I just got back from visiting my parents, and so they live in like a small mountain town, so their gas is always more expensive anyway. It was $4.50 a gallon for gas.
That's almost as expensive as it is here in Los Angeles. It's like $4.99, like $5 here in Los Angeles right now.
I used to be able to fill up my tank for like $20.
I remember, yeah. I
Oh,
remember
not
that
anymore.
too. But no, not anymore.
Will you still be doing sprints once Nano is over? Yes. I should probably post that like on the community tab or something. I've made a schedule for there's my cat. December up until like the holidays, and I'm gonna take a break for when the holidays are. But yeah. Also, you do sprints if you wanna plug your stuff.
Yeah.
What's that
I should probably make a schedule as well. I'm not very good at it, but I'll probably make a schedule as well. So if anyone's following me on social media, I guess look out for that.
You mostly do them on like TikTok though, right?
I do TikTok sprints. Yeah. And that's it's not so great to be honest, because like the people who go on there are actually not writing. It's usually just like to help, I don't know, engage with followers. But I have like a couple of regulars that come on like the YouTube sprints. So I try and do like a TikTok live stream and then tell them I'm on YouTube, and then sometimes they'll come over.
Gotcha. I haven't tried TikTok lives. They intimidate me.
There's a lot of spam and like sometimes a lot of hate. Like some of their spam though, like is kind of like rude, but I just how I feel about it is if they are spamming, even if it's like rude, it'll just help my live go up in the rankings because they're commenting and engaging on it. So I try not to let it bother me.
True. My shorts have been terrible. Do the funny bridge. Yeah. Hopefully things start to improve. I feel like I've been saying that for the past like 2 years now.
Seriously. But I hope you're safe, Angela.
To get a title idea, Murder of a Ghost. I like that.
I like that too.
Titles are hard.
I hate titles. I hate titles so much.
I hate titles. I hate writing blurbs. Like all
It's
of
horrible. Like you can write like a whole book, like 90,000, 100,000 words, but like the title and the blurb gets me every single time.
Every time. 1,200 words before I jump to the sprint. So I'm really proud of myself. That's awesome.
That's
Great job. Me do channel. Are you both traditionally published? We are both self-published, actually. Do you have any interest in traditional publishing?
I was like, when I first started writing, I was thinking that maybe I could be like kind of a hybrid author because I do have like this book that I've been like sort of like chipping away at since the beginning, and I thought it would do pretty well in traditional publish, but I'm not like like trying to do that right now. Maybe like sometimes towards later next year. Indie publishing is just going well for me, so I don't really see the need right now.
Same. I really like indie publishing.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about before, I'm like a control freak, so I like having all of the control. And now that I'm used to that, I feel like it would be hard to give up.
Yeah. Seriously though, like you can't have any like say in your cover, like your blurb, how it's marketed, or like anything.
Then if you want to like try new marketing things, you want to put it on sale, you want to change your cover, like you can't do any of that.
Yeah.
I'll use gallons instead of liters and sleeves. Yeah. I don't know why we have to be special and have all different measurements for everything. It always throws me off.
Seriously, and now like we can't even go to like other countries and have an easy time. Like I have to always like be on an app in my phone trying to like look at stuff. Like when I go to China, I don't even know anything. Like I just guess. I was like, yeah, that sounds right. That's fine.
I was at my parents' house and their toaster oven thing, for whatever reason, was stuck on Celsius instead of Fahrenheit. So every time I had to cook food, I had to look up, like, what is this in Fahrenheit? I don't know.
That's a bane of my existence. I can't.
It's like, I'm like, it won't get any hotter than 200 degrees. Like, what is wrong with this thing? Titles are really easy to make. I'm jealous.
Start like a website where you can do like put like titles together for people. Make money.
Yes.
Do it.
Because I'm sure there's like lots of people who struggle with it.
Definitely.
It's never really got to me. I usually had an idea of what to call it. That's good.
Consider yourself lucky.
Yeah. Probably will self-publish.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we both like it. We both do it.
Would recommend. Yeah, would recommend 100%.
Trying the Snowflake method, and it really fits me. Nice. I'm like
I don't know
vaguely
about
familiar with that, but
Snowflake.
I've never tried it.
What's the Snowflake method?
It's an outlining method
Oh,
where I think you write like a sentence to describe it, and then you write a paragraph, and then you just kind of like build on it.
that's a lot of outlining. I'm glad, Kat, you're doing well. I'm probably gonna do that. Kudos to
Yeah.
you.
Okay. I think that's the end of the comments.
Okay,
So if you need to go,
I
that's
do.
cool.
I do need to go, but I really appreciate you having me on and like talking with everybody. I got more words done than I thought that I would get done, so it works out. And yeah, maybe we can do this again sometime.
Yeah, for sure. Anytime.
All
Yeah,
right,
it was
cool.
nice having you here.
Thank you. Have a good live, you
Good
guys.
evening.
Bye.
Bye. All right. What are you guys feeling for the next sprint? I think I have at least one more in me. Sorry, my cats are like doing things around me and it's been distracting. I'm going to self-publish my first book either this year or next year. I don't think I do well in traditional publishing. That's exciting that you're getting ready for your first book. Congrats. Good luck. I hope you love it. The self-publishing process, I mean. Oh, sorry, I didn't see this before she left. So you spent a lot of time and money on marketing your book. I would say I spend more time than money on marketing, which is why I'm so like prominent on social media. I spend a lot of time like building those accounts, and that's the main way that I market my books. So some authors, put a lot of money into ads and things like that, and some you're either paying with your time or your money. I don't put a ton of money into marketing personally, but I do. It is expensive in other ways, though, to be clear, with editors, cover designers, proofreaders, everything you have to do. It does get expensive. A shorter one, 15, 20, 25. I'm cool with whatever. I read about the Snowflake Method, and for me, it's okay, but not for me. 30. You've got this. The first one, I think, is the most nerve-wracking. You start to kind of like get into a groove after that, I think. At least for me. The first one was like the most challenging release, and it's progressively gotten easier. Like you have different challenges with every book, but you do, start to get more familiar with the process the more you do it. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us. One or two more 25:30s. We're doing Thanksgiving tomorrow with my family due to work schedules. Gotta sleep to prepare. Oh, I'm sure they're both busy right now, but sorry, I like lost my spot in the comments. They update in batches. Sprint until you finish a chapter. I just got to, or I'm about to get to the end of a chapter. I have like 2 more paragraphs to write, honestly. I'm going to self-publish, but I'm scared. It's definitely a lot of work. I don't want to downplay that. It's equivalent to starting a business. So definitely go in expecting you're going to have to do a lot. Self-publishing in 2022. Exciting. Got lots of people who are going to debut next year. Good. Glad you're nowhere near the flooded areas. This year I was so lost for the second one. Happened to smoother. The first book I feel like is your learning experience. You can't see all of the obstacles coming yet because you haven't experienced it. Nellie's book is coming out in 3 days. That's exciting. All right, let me pull up our timer again. How about a 20-minute one? I feel like if we do a long one, I'm going to start to drag by the end of it. Let me get it. I always forget about TikTok. I should have linked that. I'll put it in the chat, but it's just Elle Mae books. So if you want to follow her on TikTok, this is it. Hello. Okay. I think that's the end of the comments. So let's jump into another sprint. 20 minutes. Good luck, everybody. Chat with you then. It's a dark romance and motorcycle club. I used to write paranormal, but I finished motorcycle club first. That sounds exciting. That sounds fun. Hello? Hey, Jess. Just finished up editing a video. Welcome. Decided to take a break, so 2:27. I got basically nothing that time. I finished the chapter I was in, and then I just got really stuck. So I've switched over to handwriting, and I'm trying to brainstorm. I don't know. I can't like tell you why I'm stuck because I don't want to spoil anything with this book, but I think I'm going to be pausing for another few days while I brainstorm. My cat keeps reaching up and like tapping me because he wants me to play with him. So I think that's going to be the last sprint for tonight because I'm super stuck and I'm going to have to like mull over this and figure out what I'm doing with this before I can write anymore. Got a good amount read. Good. 578. Ooh, pretty good. That's excellent. 817. Got my chapter done. Now on to the next. Nice. 673. Not bad considering I was trying to plot and write at the same time. That is definitely hard. So let's print 270. It was a slow one for me too. I sat here staring at my computer the majority of the time trying to figure out what am I going to do. 430. Getting distracted by milk cookies. 609. 274. I got sidetracked. 350, my new adult romance, finally getting into it and into the fun sections right after getting through the beginning. The beginning is always hard for me. We were just talking about this earlier. Yeah, beginnings can be super hard. The beginning of this book has been really hard for me too. I'm glad you got to the fun part. Got a few chapters of my audiobook done. Nice. No, I don't write every day. I mean, I have been for November for NaNoWriMo, but I write pretty consistently, but I think brainstorming days and planning and everything are just as important as writing days. Some days I just know I need to take a few days off to figure out the problems in my story. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for coming live. Thanks for coming, Sam. 197. Dean. Oh, that's fun. Got like a whole universe going there. Thanks for writing with us. I know there's like a couple of other sprints happening right now. So if you want to keep writing, other ones are happening. That's like 65 in total for the stream. Any words? Probably gonna stop for a bit. That's like the exact word count I've gotten for this stream too. Nice, nice. 1970 in total for the stream. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in with me. My next one, I'll be on my second channel on Wednesday, December 1st. I'll put up the schedules on the community tab on this channel and on my vlog channel. I've got quite a few scheduled and I have special guests coming on for, I think all of them for the rest of December. So hopefully I'll introduce you to some more channels and everything. I got a lot of new people who are gonna sprint with us, which I think will be fun. Absolutely. He's begging me to give him some attention, so I'm gonna go sit with him. I should take a few days off or work on a different project because I never want to force it. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out today, everybody. Have a great rest of your night. If you're going to keep writing, good luck. I hope your projects are going well. And keep an eye out for my community tab post if you want to tune in for some more sprints. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.